Good morning, everybody. It's me, Paddy from across the shuck. You're very welcome to the channel. And instead of a Saturday ramble, I'm going to talk through a company who I promote on the channel. They send me stuff and I promote it on the channel and I get to keep it, which is really nice. And I'm one of the perks of being a YouTuber. This is Twisted Assisted. You've heard me talk about them if you've been on and watched any of my videos quite regular because I really do back him. The fella that owns and runs it is James Richards. Really nice fella. This is not his main job. This is something he does on the side, um, uh, properly on the side, I may add. And he's been doing it for quite a few years off and on. And this is now the sort of selection of stuff that he has on the site. They're not. It's not something that's going to come out every month. A lot of it is Kickstarter, like the fixed blade we just released yesterday. There's a video. Yesterday's video is the release of this knife, and this is now available. All these are available. All these are available on his site. He does everything from tritium. He sells little tritium vials, you can put onto the top of these wee torches. You'll get wee tritium vial places on them. This one has them all over it. But they start from as little as $5.99, I think, for a tritium vial. He really keeps his prices down. And that's the nice thing. He's small. He keeps his prices down. He just wants to turn over. He's not actually, this is, well, yeah, he would like to sell more, but he's quite happy at the where he is in the station that he's got himself into. So these are the items that he sells at the moment. Apart, like he sells, you'll see over here, he does like tarot cards. I'll show you them later. And there's a giveaway at the end of this, so stick if you want to see the giveaway. So let me just run through where he started and where he's at the minute. And there's going to be plenty more. Don't worry about that. This was one of his biggest hits so far, and is still a big selling knife. He sells these by the ton. They are a super knife. Listen to that lockup. This is made by Bestech. It's the Bestech Junji. You've seen Bestech's version of this, which is in titanium. It's about 200 odd pound. This is not. This is made for James, specifically for Twisted Assisted. This type is not available elsewhere. This comes in D2. It comes in a G10 handle. It's got a fantastic forward choil. Again, there's videos on my channel on this knife and on everything here. Just go back and have a look. They are just, this is beautiful. It'll not close on you because your finger's there. It can't go through your finger. Look at the gap between the blade and your finger. It can't go anywhere near your finger. Super knife. Just a great EDC knife. Again, it's non-locking. It's just absolutely super. And these start at $59.99, and then you can change the scales, and a lot of these knives you'll see there's scale changes for them. And talk about reasonable, you have no idea. The scales for these start at about, you can get as many different colors and styles of G10. They're $9.99. Very easy to change. He even has a video up on how to change the scales. Super easy to do. From $9.99 you can get micarta for $16.99, and then when you're going up to copper and titanium, the titanium ones, which is most expensive, only cost 60 quid for titanium scales for this. So 120 you can have a lovely titanium knife if that's your thing, for 120. So just fantastic. I love this knife, and so do an awful lot of other people. And the one thing I will say, if you go to my reviews, you'll see people who have already got these given their thoughts rather than just Paddy's thoughts. These are people who have bought them with their own money, and they're coming back and constantly saying how much they like his products. If you go on his Instagram, which you're going to have to do to get onto this giveaway, you'll see people on the Instagram saying how much they love the knives that he got. So this is not just Paddy Waffle. This is, in the UK, he's one of the great sellers and keeping prices that are at a reasonable price for most people. I know 60 quid's not cheap, but it is, it's a reasonable price. Then he went to a traditional knife, and this is it. Beautiful traditional knife in carbon fibre. You've got the lanyard hole there. This is a Lanny's clip version. And on here, look at that. That is the Twisted Assisted logo, which will go on all the products. Absolutely love that. It's a skull with a gas mask on and a knife in his hand. And then on this side, this one's VG10, so that's D2, VG10. Great steel for an EDC knife. Again, lovely high ricasso, which I like. Not that I'm frightened to slip it, but I love getting that comfort of the high ricasso there. And again, it stops the knife closing on you. If you should all of a sudden catapult back and hit the back of the blade, which I don't know how you would. But It just gives you that added wee bit of security if you're not a slip joint person. Two fantastic renditions of modern, traditional. You can't take this one apart, but you can take this one apart because it's modern. This is all pinned. And then he went on to the little, this is one of my little favourites. I use this one probably more than anyone. This is the Twisted Assisted Tulip. The Twisted Tulip. I think it's a great name for a nice. You've seen Bestech, they do this version. It's much dearer than this. This one's 59 quid. It flies out there. You've got, this is 14C28N on this blade, which is just fantastic for a little Kiradashi style knife. But I use this, you can see the scuff marks, everything where I've used it, cutting it. I really found this I didn't think I would like it. When I first got it, I said, I'm not sure about this. It's not really for me. I use this more than most knives. It sits at my desk and it cuts up everything from string to paracord to boxes for unboxing and boxing. Just an absolutely super useful knife. I genuinely do love it. You can get a little string in there if you want at the back. But a lovely little Twisted Assisted. And this comes with so many different types of a G10, and it starts from, what is it, the Tulip, $8.99 for a new set of covers for these, basic G10, and it comes in a myriad of colours. But it then goes up to brass, which are going to be a bit dear. I can't remember what the price. And I think there's even a titanium one. But they're not stupid expensive. Do you know what I mean? So you can adapt this to whatever you want. A lovely little knife to have. And especially even ladies to throw in your purse or your jeans pocket, because these fit in your jeans pocket, which is fantastic. And he's now also doing things like torches. He has this one at the minute. This is the Woburn. And this is the Night XO. And this particular one's an aluminium. It comes in about £49, I think. I think it's about £47.99 at the minute this one is. And then he has, what's he got? This is aluminium. I think it's titanium, is it? The next one's up. But anyway, you can go and check. This basic one is super. This is a fantastic little compact knife that has lots I'm not going through the settings. There's a video on my channel on this. Lovely titanium pocket clip. Well, I think it's titanium, but it's sturdy clip. And how do you operate it? This little button, what's this? This is on a spring, and there's your light on, your light off. Absolutely super. And where do you charge it? Because it comes with a battery, you charge it in the top there. Fantastic. I love this little light. One of my favourites, I have to say. One of my favourites. It's great for even... I set this in my desk, or I'll set it in the front room. It's just a lovely place to have, and it comes on at that low light, which doesn't blind everybody. I love it. Lots of other settings and a really high lumen output on that little torch. So he also sells poker chips. There's lots of little things on there that I'm going to miss that he'll have on his site. Get on there and have a look. So that is Twisted Assisted. That's what they've got at the minute, and they're expanding. They're going to get more. And they keep these topped up. That's the nice thing. He keeps these topped up as much as he can. So they're usually all available on the site in some form or other. Please get over. Now, if you want to enter the little draw, I said yesterday when I was doing the reveal of this knife that I was going to do a draw today. And I'm going to do a draw. I'm going to give away this knife. I don't have a fresh set of scales. You can get a red pen and colour them in. But look, it's a little work knife. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a set of brass scales with the additional, you have to change the pivot, so it's all in there. I'm going to put that, and you'll get a couple of tarot cards, which are these cards here. I'm sure you've seen them. This is the one that comes with each knife gets its own tarot card, but then they produce other ones which are just humorous usually. But the artwork is fantastic. And there's your Twisted Assisted. That's the picture that goes on your knives. So I have a couple there of spare ones I've got, so you can have them. I've got a couple of Paddy cards there, and you'll get the little tulip and the new scales. All you have to do to enter is go over to James on Instagram and just follow him on Instagram. And if you like, follow me when you're over there. I'd appreciate that too. I'm on Instagram, and you'll see knives on Instagram. I post daily, nearly daily anyway. But you'll see some knives on that you haven't maybe seen on the channel, but I post them on Instagram. So there you are. There's a thing. Go to Instagram, and when you've just let me know that you've what's that word? Technically, I am absolutely useless, aren't I? Well, verbally as well, but go on to Instagram and sign up for Twisted Assisted and for myself, and then I'll put you in for the draw. Next Saturday, I'll do the draw. So the first one will get this, the cards and the tulip and the brass scales, and the second prize will be the cards, and I'll throw in a little Victorinox or something, just, you know, a little small classic or something to go with that, and they'll be drawn next Saturday. And all you have to do is go and subscribe to myself and James at Twisted Assisted on Instagram, and we'll do the draw next Saturday. And let me know down below that you're going to do that or you've done it. That will be really appreciated. That will be your entry, that you have said that you have signed up to it. And I will check, you know. I will check. If you haven't done it, you're not going to get it. Take care, everybody. Paddy's Way. Have a lovely Saturday. Twisted Assisted, really worth going over and have a look. If you sign up on Instagram, there's a direct lead there to the shop, and you can see what he has. The tritium vials are the thing at the minute. He has them at prices I'm not seeing anywhere else. His little key fobs for $9.99 with tritium, and that I'm just not seeing that anywhere else. So there you go. Get over and see. And I'm really enjoying this. And this and this and this. Bye now. Have a nice day. Bye.